Welcome to an episode of Founder in the Chair. I'm your host, Veena, and today I'm super excited to bring you a lady who actually started her business by accident. How do you even do that? But she's going to tell us all about it, from the corporate world to now running a business which is fulfilling her sole purpose. So today I would like to welcome Urvashi from Unlimited Urvashi. Welcome.
Hi, Veena.
Welcome. I'm going to call you Ushi. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Because I know I'm going to do that naturally, and then I'll be going Urvashi, Ushi.
Yeah, no, Ushi's fine. Absolutely.
So Ushi, tell me, from corporate world, accidentally starting a business. Tell us about the accidentally starting a business, corporate world, and now to a business that fulfills your purpose.
Okay, so we're going back a long time when we talk about my accidental business. I moved to the east part of the UK from the west. I was a West Country girl, grew up in like the sticks near horses and sheep.
Wow.
And when I moved here, I noticed there were a lot of gigs, events happening in and around London, Berkshire, Surrey, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to get tickets to these events. So my boss at the time was actually a DJ who ran events. And I said to him, why don't you sell tickets on mobile phones, or why don't you sell tickets online, and then people don't have to meet you in car parks? Because he said to me that
in car parks?
Oh yeah, he used to sell tickets in car parks. Like you meet someone in a Tesco's car park in Uxbridge to sell them a ticket. Like that's not safe for a woman, right? So they're always thinking about safety and everything. And he's like, no, it's too much effort. And I was like, all you have to do is like create a ticketing platform or put it on something, because back then Eventbrite didn't exist.
How many years ago was this?
So we're talking 2000 and I was 25, so I'm nearly 45. 20 years ago, 21 years ago.
Okay.
Anyway, so Eventbrite didn't exist at the time, and so he was like, "No, I can't be bothered." So I was like, "Okay." Then I spoke to a friend that I'd met on a website. Back in the day, we used to have all these chat rooms, right? That's how old I am. Actually, I just told you my age.
Okay, chat rooms.
And I spoke to him, and he was like, "Not going to work, Ush. No one's going to want to buy tickets online, are they?" Next day, Sunrise Radio want to run an event and they want to sell tickets online. Shall we do it then? That's how I started the business by accident. And my first client was Sunrise Radio.
That is brilliant.
And
so
that's
how did it work then?
About.
How did you set it up?
So we had like three of us who kind of brainstormed it all. I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be able to sell tickets to the customer and also give an end result to the client, who was the event organizer. So a list of names, ticket numbers, so they could identify who had bought a ticket, so there were no fraud and all that kind of stuff.
So was it quite manual?
No, we did an online ticketing platform. Like one of our guys was an incredible web developer. Wow. So we created a platform which gave a ticket to the customer and gave a list to the client, and they just matched it up on the door. And then it became so big that I started working with the O2, with Royal Festival Hall, Wembley Arena, for all these like big concerts that used to come to the UK as well.
It's amazing. Because I remember when you told me chili tickets, I was like, I remember chili tickets from the daytime gigs that we used to go to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was your brainchild.
That was my brainchild. I can't believe it was, if I'm honest with you. It's like a complete accident.
Yeah. And you don't do it anymore?
I don't do it anymore. No, we sold it. Yeah.
Okay. And you worked in the corporate world?
I did.
What did you do?
I was a client success manager. So in the same kind of effect as chili tickets, all online, all e-commerce. I went into the e-commerce space and did a role as a client success manager, looking after a number of different clients. Some you might have heard of, like Sennheiser, Boohoo.com, Joseph, a jewelry company, a bag, like Italian handbags, like designer handbags like Furla. I used to travel all over the world, looking after my clients, making sure their websites were up and running, their marketing was up and running. And that's what I did.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh my God, no, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it for the most part. But then I realized that something was missing because I'm not built for a 9-to-5 job. And I said the other day, I'm not built for work.
Yeah, a lot of us aren't.
But I wasn't built for this 9-to-5, and I wasn't built for someone telling me what to do all the time. And they were like, no, but it's like running your own business as a client success manager. It's not at all. You are still doing and selling in products. And so essentially I was a inside sales rep with a glorified title and a very cool job, which got me lots of air miles.
Okay. Yeah. And then the reason you left?
Yeah. So I left a few times, if I'm honest with you. I tried leaving corporate a number of times, but always went back to it because it was a safety net. And I don't know about you, but sometimes we just need that safety net. And that's what I know. I know relationships, I know people. And so I always fell back into that. But again, as I said, my soul wasn't fulfilled. And the reason I left was because I knew there was more for me in this world. And I knew that because of my experiences, not just in running a business, but my personal experiences, like I was sexually attacked. I did have an eating disorder. I had depression. And coming out of this through using somatics and movement and lifting, essentially, I had a lot of experience that I could help other women kind of change their life and just become unapologetically them. So that's what I do today.
Wow. That's some journey.
Yeah.
So like you said, you kept going back to the
Yeah.
corporate world. Was that just, like you said, financial security, just knowing that you're going to get paid at the end of the month?
Yeah, and also being an Indian woman, right? With Indian parents who are like, what are you doing with your life? Chili tickets. Okay, where's that gone? Where did that get you? You know, okay, it got me a deposit on a house, you know, that kind of thing. But it was like, okay, well, what about, you know, you're doing this other thing, but where's the money coming in? You need a pension, you need a retirement fund.
They just worry. They worry about you.
And it kind of makes your brain start ticking in that way. So you've got to have a different thought process to be able to leave a cushy job with a good salary, essentially. And I would, and then I'd get scared and I'd go back. But every time I did go back, I always had a side hustle. There was always something I was doing. So with the last time, it was the fitness. So I still coach ladies right now, online coaching with their fitness and their health and their mindset.
Okay.
But that was my main kind of side hustle back then.
So what you do now?
Yeah.
Tell us what you do now.
Okay. So it's like an expansion of that. So I still help women become the best version of themselves, find passion in their lives, find purpose in their lives, and show up as kind of unapologetically themselves, becoming the best version of themselves by focusing on that self-love. So whether that self-love comes through movement or the mindset shifts or the thought processes that we have to change, I help them with that. So I life coach and I do numerology because we all are born with a certain frequency and everyone is different. And our numerology is based on date of birth. And that date of birth will give you a number of different things like your soul number, your karma number, your destiny gift, and your life path number. And your soul and karma number are two numbers that are essentially your weaknesses, but they're there for you to work on, right? So your karma is here to be cleared and your soul feels at peace once you've cleared this thing, right? Your destiny and your gift are innate in you and you can use them in any part of your life. And your life path is the path that you were born to walk on.
That's like so much information. I'm just like, right, where do I go from this? Okay. So you touched on what happened to you as a child, growing up, etc. So do you feel because of those experiences, that's what led you to what you do today?
Absolutely. I feel like if I had just been the normal, let's get a job, let's get married, let's, build a retirement fund, a family, 2.4 kids, I would never have had that kind of awakening or experience to go, you know what, I'm different. So if I look at other people in my life, they've done that and, they're happy. They're in this thing we call the matrix. They're happy with it. It works for them. Whereas for me, as a child, even as a child at 11 years old, I'd be like, we can't be the only planet in the solar system or in the universe. We can't be the only humans. Like, how can that even make sense? Like, there's got to be something more out there and there's got to be a reason we're here. What's the reason? And that's your purpose. That's the reason you're here.
So even as a child, you had questions and wanted to know more.
Yeah.
Were you that child was like, are we there yet?
Yeah.
What's this?
Pretty much. Absolutely. And then, crystals came into my life and had a spiritual awakening in Thailand. And that's why I keep going back to Thailand, because there's something about Thailand that calls me. One day I'm sure I'm going to live there, but not right now.
Amazing. So you've turned this into a business.
Yes. But I've also turned it into my life, right? I've manifested so much by just stepping into my own personal frequencies and life coaching myself, essentially.
Isn't that amazing that you can have a business that it lights you up? Like even the way you're talking, you're sitting here, it's like your body language just says how it excites you.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to start a business in life coaching or fitness and the numerology, what did you do to make it into a business? Because I know it was your passion, but then it turned into a business.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I think you just have to show people you are good at it. So with the fitness, obviously, I've had a journey of ups and downs with my weight, but people could see that actually when I train properly. When I eat properly, right? And actually when I am focused, I, for one, can lose the weight and look better, feel better, healthier, skin looks like it's glowing. Yeah. And I've proved that I can help people as well. So I think when you start showcasing your talent to people, they will automatically want to come to you. I didn't, even though I got my personal training level 3, I never thought I'd be a personal trainer. Right? People started coming to me, Ush, can you train me in the park? Ush, I really want to do boxing. Because I'd qualified as a boxercise instructor and a personal trainer and a fitness coach.
Okay.
All of it. A nutritionist, right? Or a nutrition, not a dietitian, but someone who can work with nutrition. And people used to come to me, and that's how it started. So I started by training people in Ealing's Park, Walpole Park.
Okay.
Yeah. Outside with a pair of boxing gloves, a few weights, and a little ladder as well.
So you didn't need a lot. There wasn't a big investment to start. And you just had to show people by example.
Yeah. But I also had to get insured. Because obviously I'm working with people, working with bodies, all that kind of stuff. And then with the life coaching and numerology, you obviously have to have a skill set. You obviously have to have knowledge. You can't just go, okay, let me just ask AI what this number means and then tell everybody about that number. You can't do that. Yeah. You have to have the knowledge. There is no regulatory body for life coaching, numerology or anything like that. But you've got to know yourself that you're doing the right thing. Like if you know that you're doing something that isn't right, you shouldn't do it. So you've got to get some form of knowledge, I would say, and then start sharing it with people. Something has to have kind of a backing, like science, the science behind the numbers, the science behind astrology. Even the life coaching I do is based on nervous system science. So I'll work with somebody's nervous system, their limiting beliefs, what's going on in their bodies. It's not just, tell me what's going on today, you know?
Yeah. So you mentioned there's no regulatory body. So let's say I did coaching with you and I said, Urvashi, I'm not happy with it. And I don't know, my nervous system feels like it's all over the place. Yeah. How do you then protect yourself as a business?
Yeah. So I have obviously insurance, business insurance, life coaching insurance as well. So I'm insured as a life coach. So if like you are like, okay, this didn't work for me, then you could come to me. But obviously there's no regulation. So unless I've hurt you, which I would never do because that's just not in my soul to do that. Yeah. There's always going to be like protection for me and you as a customer.
Okay. Because when something's regulated, it's easy.
It is easy.
You know, this is black, this is white. Yeah. Whereas it can be a little bit grey. Yeah. And it's someone's perception, I guess, of did it work for me? Did it not work for me? And sometimes you can, like they say, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it.
Exactly. And as long as I've done everything I can in the agreed document, because you sign an agreement when you become a client, and you're doing it under your own terms. You're doing it because you want to do it, right? And I'm going to do my best to help you get to where you want to be. I'm not saying I'm going to change your life in 12 sessions. What I'm saying is I'm going to help you get from this place to this place, right? Yeah. How we do it is personal to you. So your 12, 24 coaching sessions with me may be different to, I don't know, Sarah's 24 coaching sessions with me. Okay. Hers might be more movement-based. Yours might be more mental, emotional, security-based and being held in that safe space where you feel like you can get everything out without being judged. That's the biggest thing for a coach, never to judge a client. And then never to share what a client's told you.
Oh, God, confidentiality. Otherwise, that would be your reputation down the toilet.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So do you have many clients at the moment?
I do. I work with so many wonderful women, women in the corporate space who know that, okay, corporate is for them, but something is missing in their life. Okay. I work with women who want to expand into relationships. Maybe they haven't had the best relationships. So I'm helping them lean into their more feminine side of their body. And women who are a bit lost. And that's the really fun one for me because I'm like, okay, if you're feeling lost, you know inside you from within what you need, but you just can't figure it out yourself. So let me help pull it out of you. And I love doing those. And I've helped women start blogs, launch businesses, step into like Ayurveda, loads of different things like that. I love it.
Wow.
Then on top of that, I have my fitness clients as well, who I coach through mindset, like fitness mindset, and really like focusing on what their goals are, what they want from life, what they want from their body, how they want to show up in the
So
world.
do your clients sometimes overlap? Like they might
Absolutely.
start with numerology and then they start on
Yeah,
fitness. So you take them
absolutely.
through a whole journey.
Yeah, absolutely. They do. Because at the end of the day, we are many things in one person. We're not just somebody who wants to be fit. We're not just somebody who can't find their purpose. We're not just somebody who hasn't fallen in love or met that right person. We can be one of those. We can be multiples of those, right? And so essentially I'm looking at a person in a holistic way. What do you need? And if that person needs like Ayurveda or something else, I will pass them on to the right coach. There are certain things I can do. There are certain things that I would pass them on to another coach for. Right. So I look at a person holistically. What is it that you need? The numerology is obviously a beautiful base. It's a beautiful start point because then I can see exactly what your energy bodies are. All right. And then we can work on them. We can work on what that karma is that you need to clear or what would make your soul feel at peace in this lifetime. Right. And then from there, I can jump off. Okay, you need a little bit of somatic coaching. You need help with your nervous system, recalibration. There's a lot of limiting beliefs from childhood. There's a lot of trauma. Let's get rid of that trauma. And we work with spiritual coaching as well as general life coaching.
Right. So is this similar to you being Indian? You know, when they do your astrology birth chart and they say, well, yeah, there's a little bit of karma that needs to be cleared. And by the age of 21, for example, it will clear and you'll get married and you have a relationship.
Kind of. I'm not going to go into that detail.
Okay.
Because obviously we have a choice in life as well. Like I was told, and I think, you know what, when they do things like this, I went to a priest when I was young. When they tell you things like this, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
So this priest said to me, you're not going to marry till later in life. And I thought later in life was 32. Hello, 44, still not married, right? And another person said to me, oh, you're going to have loads of money in your lifetime, Ush, but you're never going to be able to hold it. Guess what? I manifested that. It became a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you things like that. What I am going to tell you is actually these are the things like, you know, your feminine energy is waning a little bit. Let's work on that. Or, you know, you've got this negative body energy that we need to kind of work on. Because actually negative body isn't a negative thing because it helps you see the risk in life as well. So it's like, well, how are we using that in our life, right? And yeah, and I can tell you, well, this is the life path. Does it feel right to you? So my life path is a 6, which is also my personal year number for this year. And it's just mad how it's all lined up with the relationship that I've called in and the new family that I've called in. Because the personal year 6, life path 6 is all about nurturing, responsibility, love, building a home and building that security. And I'm in that year, plus is my life path. So this year is just going to be all about that for me.
Can't wait to hear what's happening for me this year. Wow. So, Ushi, I'm going to ask you some questions now. It's called a quick fire round.
Oh, God. Let's do it.
And so you don't know what questions I'm going to ask you now.
No idea.
Right. So just whatever comes to your mind first. And then we're going to share with the viewers on how to get in touch with you as well. So the first question is, favourite colour?
Oh, Veena, no. Blue, pink and yellow.
Blue, pink and yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you pick one?
Green.
Okay. Blue, pink and yellow, but green. Favourite social media platform?
Has to be Instagram.
Okay. Why?
It's just, I love imagery. I love seeing into people's lives. And I love that you can share your life on Instagram as well. And it's not like LinkedIn where it's all professional. I just think it's fun. And for me, fun is really important.
And it works well for your business?
It does.
Okay. Because obviously some businesses will be TikTok, Facebook, but it's good to know.
I am my business. You have to remember, I am my personal brand. I am my business. I'm not selling a product. I'm selling myself. So people need to know who they're working with.
Absolutely. Pet peeve?
Oh, buds.
Okay.
I have children now, so yeah, buds.
Right. Favourite place in the world?
Oh my God, Thailand.
I think you said it, yes. Yeah. Thailand, okay. Your star sign?
I am a Scorpitarius. So I'm half Scorpio, half Sagittarius. So I'm on the cusp. So I've got this like Scorpio secretive side, and then I've got this free, adventurous side as well of a Sagittarius.
I've never heard that term before.
Scorpitarius.
Yeah. Okay. And your numerology number, you told us, was 6.
That's my life path number, yes.
Okay. If you could have coffee with a famous person, who would it be?
Oh my God. That is very on the spot. I could have coffee with a famous person. Do you know what? I would love to have a chat with Priyanka Chopra. I love her. I know people are a bit like, and ah about her, but I read her book. I love her. I don't like this whole... I'm not sure about the whole relationship with Nick, but I like her as a human, what she's about, what she stands for, and what she's done for herself. So I'd love to just pick her brain.
Brilliant. I really would as well, because, yeah, you're right. Some people really hate her. Some people really like her. And there doesn't seem to be an in-between with her.
Exactly.
Okay. Someone you look up to, is that still Priyanka Chopra or someone else?
No, I wouldn't say I look up to Priyanka Chopra. I would say, who do I look up to? I would say you, V. You know what? You're a pretty epic person.
Okay, I didn't expect that answer. Okay.
No, I do. I think, you know what? You're such a focused woman and you're inspirational. And I just love your energy and everything about you in terms of like, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to do it now. Whereas I'm like, yeah, mañana. You know, I like that about you. I think I need to learn from you.
I don't know if it's always a good thing, but yeah, I'm also very much like, if I thought about it in the morning and I haven't done it by the afternoon, I definitely haven't done it by the evening, then scrap it.
Yeah.
Gone.
I think inspiration has to come from people around you rather than like
a
famous
people.
Person.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Favourite sport?
Basketball. Or if it's me playing, I used to play basketball, by the way. You can look at my height. Right? I used to play basketball.
I bet you were really good at it.
I was very good at like the layups and the 3-point shots. But nowadays, I love paddleboarding. I love being in the water. I'm definitely a water baby.
Wow. Is your star sign water sign?
Scorpio.
Is it water?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know a lot about signs.
It's water and fire, so it's two. Yeah.
And does that go into numerology as well?
So that's astrology. You can do astrology and numerology together. You can do tarot cards and numerology together. Right now, I'm just doing birth chart numerology, and it's kind of the jumping off point to more. So birth chart and personal year numerology. So I don't do numerology based on your name either. Not right now. But then that is an expansion that we'll go into, right, at some point.
So how do people contact you to have this done?
It's very easy.
Go on.
You can either go on to Instagram, which is Unlimited Urvashi Coaching. And Urvashi is spelled Urvashi, because some people get it wrong. Can you believe it? Or just head to unlimitedurvashi.com and you can find me on there. Or just search Urvashi Lad, that's my surname. Okay. And you'll find me on the web, the World Wide Web. And it'll tell you all about chili tickets as well.
Wow. So right now, that's how they would book through there as well?
Yeah, absolutely. All the links are in my Instagram post and my Instagram bio. So everything. Fitness coaching, life coaching, numerology charts. And you can also download a free personal year guide as well, which will give you the calculation to work out your personal year for this year and beyond, and even go backwards if you want to. Because when you go backwards, it's so interesting to know what your last year's number was. Yeah. Mine was 5. And I told you this earlier. Mine was 5. And it was all about adventure, freedom, travel, and change. I went to 6 different countries. I traveled. I moved home. I moved in with my partner and changed. I got a new partner, obviously. So it's been a big year last year.
A lot's happened.
A lot's happened and it's been so quick.
And so I went on a trip with you to Thailand.
Yes, Bali.
Sorry, Bali. It's because you've been saying Thailand.
I want to go
to. No, I've been Thailand. It's amazing. Do you have any more trips coming up?
I do. We're doing the Mind, Body, Soul retreat in Thailand in March this year, 22nd to 30th of March. I have 2 spaces left.
You got 2 spaces left?
I do.
Okay. And again, they just contact you.
Absolutely.
And they can book on.
Yeah. And if you're into fitness, if you're into kind of being outside, then this is the retreat for you.
Is that where you do the boxing?
That's the boxing, the sound bowls, the yoga, the hiking, but also lots of really nice sunsets and meditation. I know, Veena's like, "Ush, this sounds tiring. What am I doing?
I'm not coming."
Sweating.
I thought it was a holiday.
No, but the resort is beautiful. So lots of pools, lots of view time, and yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so having me.
So guys, you know how to contact Urvashi. So unlimitedurvashi.com. And if you want to go to Thailand, 2 spaces left. So thank you so much, Urvashi.
Thank you so much.